after 9 years. I was like, I have to do something. I feel like I can be more valuable to the community, to the world, just to people around me. And I just didn't feel like I was getting that in the military after 9 years. So I just decided to call it quits. That's not a lot of things that people do in the military. When they get into the military, they're going to do 20 years and see it all the way through. But something in me was like, I can't do it. This isn't enough for me. And so we started a company selling school supplies 3 months ago. And in the first 24 hours of putting our notebooks online, we sold over 8,000 in 24 hours. So this is just to show you what you can do with your passions and your dreams and your aspirations. If you really put your mind to it and you're dedicated and you're motivated and you want some mentorship and some guidance, with all those things you can go far in life. And this is just a prime example of it, and I'm going to be here for a few minutes to talk more about it.
Do you guys have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Not even Miss Chloe, who was drawing those fabulous drawings earlier. Would you like to show them? Show her your drawings. So earlier we talked about personal spark. So because that's one of our main things here that's just new, and I was going around kind of asking everybody what their spark was, and Chloe said that hers was drawing. So we had everybody come up and show their stuff, and she showed us an amazing picture of Chucky from the Rugrats. Okay. So I was like, oh my God, and then here you are.
Yeah, definitely. I like
so
it.
We also talked about purposeful networking.
Definitely. So,
and then also who else was drawing? Jasmine was drawing, and who else? And Kaylee was drawing as well. She had a really great one. If you guys want to show her your drawing, you can.
So what I did for the company was, okay, I follow a lot of different people on Instagram. I like that. And that's how I found this. Okay, definitely. I like this. That's how I found their artwork, was through Instagram. I was supposed to be going to college this fall, and I was like, I need some dope school supplies to take to college. So I created my own. I reached out to those artists on Instagram and said, could I put it on this cover? And they said, sure. So this is the, original of the artwork from that particular artist. And she gave it to me. She said I could have all the rights to it. And, I bought it from her, so I did pay her. And now, I place it on notebooks sold all over the world right now. So what we do at Innovative Supplies is we look for artists. So if you want to reach out to us, definitely follow us on Instagram, and we can get some artwork from you guys. And we're not just looking for artists, we are also looking for bloggers, photographers, and I want to ask, is there anyone that's good with photography already? Because I brought my camera, and you guys have a chance to win some free school supplies. So anybody good with taking pictures? All right.
I'm good.
You know how to work it? Somewhat? All right.
I'm definitely trying for that.
So what kind of questions do you guys have for me? What's up? Do I know what?
Any good art schools?
Do I know any good art schools? I hear there's one in Atlanta. Do you guys know about that one?
Oh yeah, because you're not from here.
Yeah, I'm not from Atlanta. I'm sorry, I'm from Columbus, Georgia.
There's the Savannah College of Art and Design, which is SCAD. There's the Art Institute there, and then some schools have like specialized art programs. You just kind of it all depends on like what exactly you want to study. So you have to figure out what kind of art you want to study, and then look and research those specific schools. Because even though a school is not an art school, there are a lot of schools that still have good art programs. So that's kind of, I don't know if that helps you out a little bit. I know you guys are like kind of just getting started with the whole thinking about where you want to go to school and all that different type of stuff. So one of the first things you want to figure out is what exactly it is that you want to study. Because the longer it takes you to figure out what you want to study, the longer you're going to be in school, the more money you're going to spend. So that's like one of the first things I would suggest as a college graduate. Yes, ma'am.
That's right. I left it inside the office. So as a businesswoman, a new businesswoman who's only been in business for 3 months, I can tell you guys now that you will be doing a lot of running around the first few months that you start up any business that you do. If it successfully takes off where it did for me, where I sold 8,000 notebooks in 24 hours, there's a lot of planning and prepping that goes into starting a business. So for example, I had to figure out, okay, where am I going to get all the envelopes that I now need to put these notebooks inside of? What about my shipping labels? Who am I going to pay to build these notebooks for me? That's one thing I didn't get the chance to tell you guys about, but I hired teenage employees. After school, they come to my office and they build these notebooks for me, and they do get paid to do that. So not only is this a chance for me to grow this business into something that I think that this community needs in general, but it's a chance for me to pay teenagers as well.
So then you guys, if you're interested in starting your own business, anything that you guys have thought about, and it doesn't have to, you don't have to start large scale. You can do something as small as selling, something that you made on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, and just putting it out there, and just growing, and learning and getting more experience, because the best experience is hands-on. So, do you guys have any other questions?
Oh, so what I had did for this particular artist was I gave her 30 cents for every notebook that we sold with this image on it. So in total, I think she made about $2,500 from our company. So, what's that? Our net sales for the last 3 months have been $66,000. In the last 3 months, that's just what we've made in gross sales. What's that? No. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. The first day that we opened up, we had a lot of people that were waiting for us to open back up, because that day that we sold over 8,000, we had to shut down the site. So there was like 2.5 weeks worth of people anticipating that new release date of new notebooks. So the first day, I think we made $8,000, but going from that day, yeah, we've made over $66,000. But this artist did make about $2,500. So artists have the potential to make money with us by submitting your artwork. As we grow the company, we're doing other things. We're not just going to do notebooks. We're going to do other supplies and become a supply company, minority-based, of course.
So, if you don't mind, I want to use you as the example for our exploding the issue, and we're going to jump right into it. So that's the next section, guys, that we're going to do is called exploding the issue. We want to help you guys figure out how to attack the root of a problem to get rid of it. So, if you cut off the roots of a plant, what happens?
It dies.
Exactly. So, you cut off the roots of a plant, it dies. So, if you cut off the roots of a problem, it dies. So, we want to get past dealing with the surface the surface effects and causes of a problem, and get to the root issue so that we can stop the problem from happening in the first place, right? So this is how we expose the issue. You guys, I'm not an artist, but I do something, whatever. So I'm gonna draw a tree. My tree might look like broccoli, but it's fine. Don't judge me. All right. So here we got our roots. All right. So your issue was you didn't have you didn't like the school supplies that were available. Why didn't you like the school supplies that were available?
Just when you go into Walmart or Target, you see, the red notebooks, the green notebooks, the blue notebooks.
Plain,
so you're
boring
just like,
school supplies.
Seriously, this is all we got right now?
Now, when we think about root causes, we want to figure out when we say root cause, we're talking about something that happened that caused this to happen. So like what happened and then this happened as a result. So what can you guys give me as some root causes for there in the stores there's only plain boring school supplies? Someone got your hand over there? No? You had your hand raised? Yes? Okay. They were cheaper? Okay. So cheaper than okay. Anybody else? Like why? Okay, so tell me why you think why stores would decide to make boring school supplies.
College school supplies. Because some schools don't allow, like,
Out there.
yeah, out there
Okay.
kind of books. Like
Okay,
normal
schools might not allow it.
Cause they don't want it to be a distraction.
Okay, distraction.
Like, they don't really care how it looks as long as people are using it.
Okay, so they just wanna make a sale.
Could it also be maybe that
Nobody's.
the companies don't know what the audience wants?
They're not aware.
Yeah,
Alright, so not aware.
if you don't voice what you want to the companies, they're just gonna continue to put out anything because they know they're getting your money for it.
Right. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about, so these are up here are the leads. I mean, my leads are terrible, but these are the leads, right? And so in the leads, we wanna figure out what happened as a result of having plain and boring school supplies. Then, like, what happens after that?
Something you like, something that's not boring, that's supposed to positive.
Okay, so a positive result is companies like get a chance to start because they're putting something in the market that's not there. So when we talk about the effects up here, we want to try to think of something that's negative and not necessarily positive because we're trying to figure out how to stop these from happening in the first place. So maybe we'll say, as a result, maybe revenue for school supplies is down because people aren't buying them because they don't like them. Right? Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah? Okay. So we'll write that. Anybody have another one? No? That's it? Good? Alright. So we have stores who don't know what consumers want. We have they will be a distraction. We have schools that are not allowing it. They're much cheaper to produce and they're just trying to make a sale, so you end up with these plain and boring school supplies. Leading to revenue going down because people are not buying them because they're not interested or because they're plain and they're boring. They want something that's more interesting. So the solution comes in the form of Nneka and her small business, Innovative Supplies. And is it, how do you spell innovative? Because you spell it differently or Nneka?
INNOVATIV.
Okay.
And then supplies.
Oh, without an E. Okay. Just making sure.
Oh no, there's an E.
It is E?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's what Deja was saying, right, as far as the solution.
What?
What do you-
Yeah, no, that's what I was agreeing
No.
about. Yeah. But yeah, so you're right. So and the solution comes in the form of, like I said, like her business deciding to make these school supplies, because when I showed you guys the notebook earlier, everybody was like, oh my God, that's so cool. You know what I mean? But that's not something that you'll find in just a regular store. You have to go and look for something like that, which is how she was able to create her small business, tying her passion back into something as simple as notebooks.
I think you could even take it a step deeper
Okay.
by talking about how not just the plain boring school supplies, but the lack of job opportunities in your local communities and the company giving jobs to teenagers now. So when you talk about, was this the negative up here?
Well, that's this would end up turning into, another solution to this will also be a solution for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because so now not only do we have interest in school supplies, but now we have more jobs for teenagers. Because it's not a lot of jobs out here for people under the age of 15, 16 years old. So you can hire a 14 or 15-year-old to make notebooks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So so that's essentially. So do you guys understand the concept of what we're doing? Because you guys are going to do this yourselves. I want you guys to split back up.